The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 2, titled The Star Spangled Man. And now, this episode essentially surrounded last week's cliffhanger, and that is a new Captain America. The new man is holding that shield, and that man's name is John Walker, who's also known in the comics as US Agent. And it's all centering around, like, what is Sam's reaction? What is Bucky's reaction? Who's taking it the most? Sam seems to be the one who's kind of like, okay, that's the new Cap. Fine. It sucks. Yeah, I did the right thing and move on. But also, you have Bucky, and Bucky's reaction is the more hyperbolical. He's saying to Sam that you're the person that Steve chose. You're the person that he trusts, and somehow you thought, why did you? And I think that's going to be the theme of the next couple of episodes. I mean, we only got 6. There's only 6 episodes, so probably like next week or episode 4 at least, we'll truly find that reason why. Why didn't he took on the mantle? Because throughout the episode, you feel the sense of leadership. It's like, yeah, Sam, you have this leadership that could actually, and Steve's a smart guy. He's a goddamn super soldier. Okay, like, not many people could live through World War II and get frozen and fight aliens, and fight aliens in the span of 2 months. Like, who knew? All that. And that's kind of the main crutch. Like, there's a scene that is worth talking about, because you got the fantastic action, you got this storyline, the main, like, let's say the main story that's moving the characters forward, with this terrorist group, best way to describe it, this terrorist group who is trying to make things back to the way it was before everyone got snapped. I am refusing it to call it the blimp. You got dusted. You got snapped, or you dusted, so we all can play. And no one bites the dust over you for the. It's you got dusted or you got snapped, but you got that. But, it is essentially what Marvel is. It is about the characters, not the action. And the action's there, but it is all about John Walker and Sam and Bucky's reaction of him being the new Cap. It is about that scene where the police stop by and stop Bucky and Sam. And you realize that they started harassing Sam, thinking he was being a violent black guy. When in reality, it was like, if you knew the context about what happened, it's an understandable reason why he's a little bit upset and waging up a little bit. But you realize that if he wasn't a fucking Avenger, if he wasn't the Falcon, he probably would be, arrested or worse. Because not every superhero is Luke Cage and all that. And that scene was like, I can't believe Marvel has tackled this. Marvel. Because everybody's thinking it's Marvel, it's Disney, that probably touch on some race issues, but they won't go completely, like, out there. But they did. And I'm wondering if the race issue is maybe one of the reasons why Sam didn't decide to be Cap. Is it because it's like the world won't decide, the world doesn't, won't accept a black Captain America. They want the apple pie, American flag, someone like Steve. And here's the thing about John Walker. At the beginning, he feels like a man who's like, he understands the cloud, he understands the shoes of responsibility, and the shoes of him. And you can see this is a very humble, guy trying his best. But you can sense there's going to be a little bit of darkness there. And we're going to see that those tactics that isn't going to be good. Because, I mean, the last scene we see him, it does feel, it's the whole stay out of my way moment. It's like, that's essentially a quote. But this show is well done put. The psychiatrist, we need a spin-off with her. We need every single MCU character. What's that show where it was like In Treatment? We need an In Treatment MCU version. You know, Peter, Doctor Strange, you know, going to therapy. I mean, but essentially, superhero needs to go to therapy. But yeah, this is a good show. This is a really Marvel. You know, so far we already are halfway through. We're not. You know, next week we'll be halfway, but so far, with WandaVision, with this show so far, these Disney Plus shows are going to be killer.